to be there to make that memory for them.
Welcome, Santa.
Hey, Ruben, you made it.
Welcome, Ruben.
And welcome, Michael. Guys, I had a big problem. I got locked out of Zoom. Can you believe that?
Oh,
Did
no.
you, did you cry?
Oh, Zoom doesn't like you today. You get Zoom mad, Ruben?
Well, Ruben, if you don't pay the bill, they shut you off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It might have to do with, let's see, Mary was on yours, so maybe it wouldn't let two people. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
But I'm going to repeat it again in a minute. But if you register for the meeting, you have to use the email address that you have your Zoom account set up with, not your Alignable account. I mean, unless it's one and the same. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody to All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So for the next 50 something minutes here, we start each meeting with a moment of silence, and then we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, talk a little bit about what the Scuttlebutt.club is and how to use it to invite people and also to sign up to be a spotlight speaker. And then we'll have our business brief. So everybody's going to get their 60 seconds to tell us about yourself, where you're from, how we can help you, whatever you want to use that time for. And Santa Papa John is our timer. So you'll hear some lovely music if you go over your time. And then we have our hero highlight, which Natalie will be doing. Natalie is also our spotlight speaker today. And then we end with an inspirational thought and announcements and reminders. So let's get started with a moment of silence. And now for the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are able to stand, this is a good time to do so.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
And
of
I don't hear
America
it.
and to the republic
Hold on.
for
Can y'all hear it?
no.
Yeah, we could hear.
Okay.
which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I could not hear that. I hope I can hear the next one.
By 3 times.
Nope. I was trying to lip read on that one. All right. Let's move over here. Where'd it go? So if you go to the scuttlebutt.club, this is where you can send this Zoom registration link is on here. All the information that anybody would want to know about our meeting. It also has a spotlight speaker form here right up under the flag that you see. If you want to be a spotlight speaker, sorry, that's my phone ringing. Anyways, so you can sign up to be a spotlight speaker, use that form, and then also you can schedule a one-to-one with me, and there's a link to our social media, our Facebook account, our Alignable, and also our YouTube. And now I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that, oops, wrong way. Having a little bit of technical problems because I just moved and I just set my computer up last night, just enough in time to be able to advertise on our Alignable group and Facebook group that Natalie was our spotlight speaker, but I haven't been able to work out all the kinks yet. So I'm going to turn this part of the meeting over to Mike. Mike, where's Mike? Mike McQuinlan. Oh, he's popped out of his chair. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, this meeting is for anybody. Our focus is on military, veterans, first responders, their families, or anybody who supports our military and veterans and first responders or wants to do business to business networking with us. We also have advocates here like Santa Papa John has his Warriors Beacon of Hope. Do you want to, while we're waiting on Mike to get here, you want to tell us a little bit about the Warriors Beacon of Hope? Give you like a 30-second spiel.
Once I hit the button and unmute, sure I can. Appreciate it. Hey, Warriors Beacon of Hope. Thank you for all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service and thank you for your support. Always appreciated so that we can do what we love to do every day. And it's amazing how many people don't understand that concept. Warriors Beacon of Hope is a website that I'm putting together to collectively create a list of services, scholarships, meetings, and now it is finally up there, discounts for veteran services for their travel. So that's pretty awesome. So, you can't go searching online and say, I want a veterans meeting in, Denver, Colorado, because, you got to be a member of the club, of the organization, or the group to find out those specifics. So I'm putting together, there's not many there yet, but the list is building slowly and confidently and positively. And scholarships, we all have, even veterans have children and grandchildren that are going away to college, and they would love to have access to those ideas of scholarships. And meetings, no, services. Already did meetings, services. We all love services. And, just think of Ruben, he's from St. Louis, I believe it is, and he's going to Denver for a vacation. And all of a sudden he requires some services. Well, he doesn't know where to look. He doesn't know whose door to knock on. Wouldn't it be cool to have a national list to say, Ruben, you can search this website and find services that you require anywhere in that country. So that's the idea. That's the dream. And that's the hope, folks. And we're building on it slowly.
And if anybody can help Santa Papa John with that, if you know of any resources or people to refer to him for that, be sure to keep him in mind. And I'm going to turn this over to Mike now. Mike, Santa Papa John talked about the Warriors Beacon of Hope, but at whatever point you want to, you can call on him again to talk about his services, his other services. So I'll take it away, Mike, and you're muted. There you go.
You mean I'm presenting my 1 minute?
No. No, you were going to call on people, or do you not want to do
okay,
that?
I'm calling on people. You got it. Okay, coming right up.
Okay.
We'll go ladies first. I thought I was like the speaker today or something. Okay, so Natalie's our speaker. We'll hold up. We'll go ladies first. I'm going to say Money Coach Mary, now that we know you're not really Ruben. Now, Santa Papa John's doing the timer, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll call the people. Coming down to the stage, she's a registered nurse, and she's first to be called. She came in under the guise of Ruben Carrillo, but we know better. Please welcome Money Coach Mary. 1 minute, the time is yours.
Hey, y'all. Did you know that most people track their money less than they track their calories? I am Money Coach Mary, RN, a nurse by education and a coach by calling. I work with people who make good money but still feel a financial pinch by helping them get organized and figure out why their paycheck is behaving the way it is. If you know somebody who feels like they have more month than money, I'd love an introduction because that's what I do. I'm a nurse and I serve. I am Money Coach Mary, RN.
Excellent. Brief and sincere. We're going to donate your 27 seconds to the charity of your choice as we wait for Papa John to restart the clock. If no, okay. Excellent. Now, it's kind of odd on the day of the summer solstice, the brightest day of the year, that above the Arctic Circle the sun does not go down. She's flying the Northern Lights. Maybe she's really in Australia. Anyway, please welcome Ms. Emily Golmar. Emily.
Hi, everybody. I am a virtual assistant, broadcast assistant here in Wisconsin. So if anybody is looking for any kind of behind the scenes kinds of things with the podcast or otherwise, let me know. I know or helping Santa with his podcast that he does a couple times a month. So if anybody's interested in that or any of the other ones, please let us know.
Excellent. The logistics of getting a podcast launch are holding a lot of people back, so Emily is definitely a good contact to have. I do recall hearing from Barry Street a week ago, but there's no reason we can't hear from you again. Barry, prove to me you read every book on that shelf behind you.
I
60
did.
seconds, go.
I did 3 times. Just ask me. Hi, I'm Barry Street, Alternative Health and Wellness. A recent news article here in South Florida has people concerned because in one of the neighboring counties, there's 11 to 15 cancer diagnoses with glioblastoma, fatal brain cancer. People are asking what's going on. The government saying that it's not statistically relevant. Reminds me of the 1980s. Most of you are too young to remember that. Love Canal outside of Niagara Falls, in which over 500 people were diagnosed with cancer because of ground water that was contaminated and they were drinking it. And so therefore, the government came in and that was the first Superfund cleanup site in the country. Well, I have the solution and peace of mind. It's in this bottle, which is restructured water, highly filtered, electrolyzed, so it's the healthiest water you can have. No need to worry about glioblastomas if you drink this water. If you know somebody who is looking to optimize their health, I would be the perfect person to talk to.
That was perfectly timed at 1 minute. We appreciate that. I was stationed in Barstow, California, just a few years after the fiasco that we saw in the movie Aaron Brockovich.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Actually, somebody I know got married by the judge who was in that movie. He was wearing sweatpants. He got divorced. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, I love sticking it to him. All right, Greg Boone, what do you say? I hope you're not in a real cave. Is that a cave or a redwood forest? That either way, what's going on, Greg? You're on mute there. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
All right. Can you hear me now?
What? Yeah, yes, we can.
All right. I'm a firm believer that our pets should not only live longer, they should also feel better as well. Hello, Greg Boone. I'm passionate about helping pets live longer, healthier, happier lives. If you've got a pet that is slowing down, maybe having trouble getting up the steps, or just need a little bit of energy on your guy. Currently, I am on a mission to help rescue horses from slaughter. You can help me by reaching out to your senator, your representative, and urge them to get the SAFE Act on the 2026 Farm Bill. Thank you.
Excellent. For pet's sake, huh? I guess we have a podcast there as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, next episode, we're going to have a talking horse. All right, how about Ruben? Are you familiar with our group at all?
Yes, I am, Mike. Thank you so much. Kurt, we're all set up for a one-to-one with Maria on Tuesday. That would be 2 to 3 o'clock Central Time, correct? All right. Guys, what I do is I try to bring people together. I have fun doing that. And Santa Claus, he's right here with us. He came in. And where's Michael? Michael. There he is. Okay. So that's my job, guys. I just try to bring people together and show them essentially the greatest group in the world of veterans. Okay. They have a lot of need and we have a lot of resources that maybe we can help them. I happen to be an artist. I show them how to paint, to promote their paintings on social media. That's my fun job. The other is I help my wife in real estate by developing these dynamic QR codes to plaster them all over the place and have the links go right to their business. Right now, I'm working with roofers, contractors, having their vans converted to a QR code system so when they're working on your home, the neighborhood can scan and know exactly what they have to do. If you want to know of any of those particular tools that your business could use, they're very affordable. I can teach you how to do it. Just reach out to me. I'll put a link there and we can go from there. Thanks a lot.
Excellent. Now, Ruben, that is your most original painting yet behind you. I don't know how you got the details there.
Actually, I saw the one that you posted with the old house. That
Yeah,
was so cool. That,
yeah, that's sold right away to a guy that actually was a neighbor of that old house.
oh, nice.
Hey, cool.
Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
All right, coming right up. Well, listen. Oh, Kurt Roskoff. Now, cat's out of the bag. You and Ruben have a meeting coming up. But what else do you do besides water skiing? Let's go to work.
Always big developments here. Hey, I'm feeling extra street smart today. Thank you, Barry. And if I seem a little nervous, it's because Santa Claus has the naughty nice meter running. So, but I'll try to make it through this here. So, but I am here as close to heaven on earth as you can be. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yippee. I'm a renegade maverick, a son of a gun. I'm here with y'all because I'm ready to get her done. How about you? Let's bring your shtick onto our shows, our talk shows. We are the World Ability Podcast Network. We're podcasting all week long, and twice on Sunday we feature our Wednesday and Saturday shows because, hey, my wife Sue, she's the host of those shows. So come on in there and teach our audiences who you are, what you do, your product, services, business journey, anything personally you'd like to share, and even those skeletons in your closet. Ha ha ha. We get you out there to YouTube Live, LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and more. Make sure everybody that I know knows you. Yahoo!
Yeah, Kurt brings a lot of people together. Very. I feel like I just watched a live recording of your podcast here, Kurt. That was very eloquent. Okay, we're going to call upon our visitors. You each get 1 minute to just rant and rave about what's wrong with the world. Not exactly whatever you have to offer. If there's any kind of business. We've had some people set a good example. I'm going to call upon Mr. Claus, Santa Claus.
Well, good evening, afternoon. Yes, my legal name is Santa Claus. And reason I'm back in the business world is because of Pitch, PXCH. And because you're using Zoom, maybe you haven't heard of PXCH, but it's a brand new platform. If you're having your podcast, what would happen if you could invite 600 of your closest friends to listen in 50 different languages? Yeah, and and it's not expensive. If you're in real estate, what would happen if you went, hey, let's go to Zillow, let's go to MLS. Oh, by the way, you need to sign a buyer's contract. Hey, you need to sign the title work. You need to do the closing papers. It's all done interactive on Pitch. So if you haven't heard of it, you should really look into it. And my job is not to sell it. My job is to get you to before my CEO, which is Steve, who's with Zoom for many years. He said, I got an idea. They told me, go pound sand. So 3 years later, here's where we're at.
Cool. Yeah, I will say that, once upon a time, Zoom did save the world. But you know what? They got their payoff for it, and some of the features are a little stale. So I'm waiting for some good competition, and Microsoft Teams is not that competition, and neither is Google Meet. So if you can step on up, Mr. Santa Claus. All right, cool. All right, how about Michael Alarcon? We met just a couple of hours ago, and he's like, come on, tell me about a good community type networking I can join. I said, I've got just the thing. Not putting you on the spot here, Michael, but make me proud. 1 minute.
All right. Well, thanks, Mike. Yes, and also Ruben for also inviting me here today. Um, as Ruben and I had a lot in common going back to his days in California. So I do help business owners, small business owners, particularly to essentially simplify and automate their business. Just to give a quick example, if there's a business owner that can't handle a high volume of calls, I have an automation that is set up to that if they miss that call, there is a system that will automatically reply to that prospect or lead, have an instant conversation, book an appointment automatically onto the calendar, and give a confirmation to both the prospect and the owner while the owner is on the job. And so therefore, if the owner is a plumber and under the sink, or a roofer and they're on the roof and they can't take every single call in the world, as soon as they leave that job and check their phone, they're like, whoa, I had a couple missed calls on the job, which is very common. They also have appointments on their schedule at the same time.
Nicely done. Okay. So how do we work this, Angela? Do we go with now? Does Natalie get the 1 minute spot, or do we just wait?
Yeah, everybody gets a 1 minute.
Everybody, okay.
And
Natalie.
Santa Papa John gets another one too,
And,
but he already
of
get
course.
his second one.
No, he didn't get one yet. So, all right. So Natalie, we'll go with you. Natalie, 1 minute, please. Be patient, Santa Papa John. We're ready. But Natalie first, please.
Good afternoon. You can see my name. I'm in the wonderful state of Michigan, and I'm in the wonderful state of being older than all of you and in very good vitality shape. And I would encourage and challenge you to not wait until you are ill to think about your health, but think about your lifespan, your health span, and make sure that it keeps up with your lifespan. And I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Thank you.
All right, excellent. We'll donate your 27 seconds to the charity of your choice. But you know what? I really want to hear a story. And who better to tell a story than our good friend, your storyteller, Mr. Santa Papa John. Please.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I'm Santa Papa John. Yes, worldwide, year-round, I create stories, and I am not just a storyteller, not the storyteller. I am your storyteller. I do custom stories for families, and I'm doing them for business. I've got a project that I'm working on where a gentleman has had a mascot in his business for many years. And I am creating a story about his mascot and how it has helped his business move forward to the next level. So yes, well over 100,000 followers on social media, folks. How can I help your business create smiles, giggles, and laughters? I do custom stories for families, and every Wednesday night is free story time by Santa. And I've got some great stories coming up this week. Of course, they're not all just about me. This is my buddy Bramble. And he liked to hug too much. What a crazy, interesting story about Bramble the polar bear. Can you imagine getting hugged by a polar bear? That's me, Santa Papa John. How can I help your business?
Very cool. Yeah, I've seen some of your work online lately, Santa Papa John. It makes me wish that it wasn't the beginning of summer. Makes you wish it was Christmas time. Okay,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No, it's great work you're doing. My sister just graduated with her degree in elementary education, so I'm trying to get her to reach out to you. All right, Angela, rock, paper, scissors. Who goes first, me or you?
You go. But Santa
excellent.
Papa John, I don't know if you can put him 1 minute and 30 seconds because I think we should donate that time to Mike. He has wonderful stories. So tell us a story, Mike.
All right, I am going to tell you a story, and it's on my LinkedIn, but I want to actually, you ought to hear me tell what happened. I live in Lima, Peru. I teach virtually at a university. I teach English as a foreign language. And I said, I teach virtually. I've never actually been to the university. It's another place across the city. So I said, Saturday, I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to ride to Pueblo Libre, which is the district where the university is. And after my 2 Saturday morning classes, I packed up my backpack and I was going to get on my bike. And I got this dizzy spell, just something hit me between the eyes. This has happened maybe like once or twice in my life. And everything started spinning. So I sat down on the couch and I put the little footrest thingy up and I just passed out. Right about the time that I was going to leave, we had some traffic in the street right in front. And some motorcyclist got a little bit tired of waiting in traffic, pulled up on the sidewalk and ran somebody over. Sent him flying. Thankfully, he's okay, but not completely okay. He's got a concussion. Anyhow, that would have been me. I'm convinced that would have been me. I'm not the one to explain how or why that happened, but it's definitely a story worth telling. And if you enjoyed that story, wanted a little practice on how to tell your own, what way to follow up a tale of divine intervention, and shameless plug of my workshop this coming Thursday. Storytelling for solopreneurs. There's a registration. See you then. Thank God I'm up straight in the straight. Definitely worth the extra 30 seconds, huh?
Yes. Okay, hang on. Santa Claus, you're requesting to allow multiple presenters. Did you have something you need to present? Or was
No,
that?
I just hit the wrong button. I'm not
Oh,
used to this. I'm
okay.
sorry.
As I figured, I've been guilty of that myself. So I guess it's my turn. I am Angela Nelson, and I go under Starship Solutions as a parent of all the many things that I can offer to people. I am a legal shield associate, so I can help you set up your wills and trusts and also help you with traffic tickets and all of that kind of stuff by getting you set up with a membership. I also help with business loans through Rock Financial. But primarily what I do is I teach people how money works and also coach people through setting up funds for their children or grandchildren for their retirement. I help people who are approaching retirement to make sure that everything is going as planned, and maybe they didn't quite plan well enough, and we can come up with a game plan for that. And I can also help with if you have an old 401k that you need to roll over. Would you leave your money sitting in an ex's bank account? Well, if you change jobs, that's exactly what you're doing. You're leaving your money in your ex company's retirement account. So I can help with that as well. But reach out to me. Let's set up a one-to-one. It's been a while for most of us to have a one-to-one. Sorry, I've been kind of busy lately. Did we get everybody?
Yes, we've gotten everybody except for Read AI. Oh, that's your note taker.
That's
Yes,
me.
we
Yeah.
got everybody.
Okay. Awesome. Great job, Mike. You're hired from now on.
Uh-oh. Yeah, my big mouth.
But I want to thank all of you for being here. The best exciting part of our meeting is our hero highlight. And I was really intrigued. Natalie sent this photo over and said she wanted to do a shout out for the people that were in this photo. So I'm going to let you take it away. Santa Papa John, can you set 2 minutes uh, and everybody can see my screen, correct?
Yeah, I can.
Natalie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I mentioned I have talked about my husband and my brother were in the service, so I thought I would uh, check out something different that's a favorite of mine. I don't know how many of you have heard of the Buffalo Soldiers, but part when the emancipation happened and the slaves were freed, there were a lot of young men that had no skill and no future, and a lot of them joined the service. And then there was also freemen and then Black Civil War soldiers, and they ended up being special units at that time, and were their nickname, the Buffalo Soldiers, were given to them by the Cheyenne warriors. According to the article that I read, it was because of their fierce fighting ability, but from what I had heard before, it was because of their hair, their froze reminded the Indians of the buffaloes. So they were called the Buffalo Soldiers, and they did a lot of marvelous helps in, well, let me see. The Spanish-American War, the Philippine Insurrection, the Mexican Expedition, World War I, World War II, the Korean Police Action, and until President Truman desegregated the military in 1948. But they remain one of the unsurpassed courage and patriotism. And in a beautiful corner of Detroit, Michigan, where I live, Michigan Rouge Park, that was once an abandoned Detroit mounted police station, now holds and the stands of the home of the Buffalo Soldiers Heritage Association. So they're like 3 miles from me now. There are so anyway, check them out sometime. And if your children need a book report, this is something they could look up. You're muted, Angela.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Natalie. Oh, all right. And Natalie is also our spotlight speaker today. She is a Shaklee ambassador. And I like to say that Natalie is a walking billboard for Shaklee. A picture of health and vitality, and she also has all kinds of accolades with Alignable as well. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can have as much time as we can allow you. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, can we see each other? Awesome. All right, thank you, Natalie. Santa Papa John, can you set her 15 minutes on the clock? And you can take as much or as little of that as you need, Natalie.
Okay, thank you. Before I turn on my slides, apologies to Mike. I'm going to just give you a little brief, without any pictures. Sorry, Ruben. He likes my pictures of when I was a little kid, and lived on a farm part of the time and learned about nature and feeding really good food, and ended up, quite healthy. I don't think that I don't recall that I ever took any supplements or vitamins or anything. I probably did through 3 pregnancies, but I don't remember. That was too long ago. And then the summer that I was a dressmaker, gardener, and pianist and organist, and the summer that I made 7 gowns for my daughter's wedding, a little bit later than that summer, I had arthritis in my forearm of my right hand, my right arm. And now that I think of it, it's probably inflammation from overuse, all that sewing. But fortunately, friends introduced me to nutritional direction so I never got into the drug scene and never got into big pharma and all of that. And so I was 43 when I started thinking about being healthy. Not that I hadn't, I think I, ate pretty good because I always had a garden and everything, but it's never too late to start. So I'm going to now see if I can find my slides, which they were there before, but me, I always have a hard time finding them. So
it's all good,
okay.
Natalie. Oh, I see something coming up.
All right, so there it is, I think. Let me see if I can get full screen. Some of you might have seen this before, and if you do, I apologize. I don't really. You can see it again. But I'm reviewing with you something that we call the Heritage Plan, because it's what we started with almost 46 years ago, and it still works. And it's all about making a few simple changes that can add years to your life. So what is your definition of health? Is it like not taking medicine, or is it like, well, I feel pretty good, not too many aches or pains? Well, we can always build our health. My definition is having all day energy, having vigor and vitality, having mental clarity and alertness and strength, and to move easily and reduce chronic illness. My functional medicine physician says if you have one chronic illness, you're likely to have 2 or 3. And her husband works as a chaplain with hospice, and he talks about people in their 50s and having 5 and 6 and 7 of these chronic illnesses. It's just so sad, the directions that people find themselves in these days sometimes. So what can we do? Well, we can get rest, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Our brain needs to clean, sort of like washing your dishwasher. You turn it on at night and you get up in the morning, the dishes are clean. If we go to sleep and get good sleep, our brain gets washed during the night. We want to have our ideal weight, because obesity just increases the odds of cancer and diabetes and a lot of these chronic diseases. And then exercise, of course, keep us moving. If we don't keep moving, we'll end up, what do you want to do in your late 80s? Do you want to be vibrant, or do you want to be pushed around in a wheelchair in a in a nursing home. Diet and supplementation is essential. We need to think about, where we're at, what we're doing. So when I speak about diet, I don't mean weight loss diet. I mean, what are you eating every day? 6 out of 10 leading causes of death are associated with diet, and 7 are directly related to our diet. No one eats like they should. And when we do eat what we think we're eating well, our nutrients in our food is so declined that we're not getting what we need. So we need to supplement our diet to fill the cracks, but we want to find a source that we can trust and products that are safe and that are proven. So Dr. Shaklee, let's see if this works.
When Dr. Forrest Shaklee was born, no one could have guessed that he would become such an extraordinary man. When it was time to choose a career, Forrest became a chiropractor and began to experiment with ways to provide better nutrition for his patients. The result was one of the world's first nutritional supplements.
And we sold our first food supplement the first day of July 1915. We called it Vitalized Minerals.
Those first small steps, a young boy wandering through a field, were just the beginning. Dr. Shaklee's early research has led to revolutionary products.
You say you can't hear the voice of nature, but you can. You say you can't talk to nature, but you can. Let's get close to nature.
Dr. Shaklee once dreamed that people could improve their lives by helping others and by living in harmony with nature. Today, the power of that one man's dream endures.
Okay, so as you can see, we have over 100 years of research. And here are another few statistics which you can read. The most clinically proven wellness company in the world. A lot of Olympians have used our products, so they're safe, they work. NASA has used one of our products for people coming back from outer space for years. We are a climate neutral company, and we launched the first Earth Day product in 1970. I was in the landmark study that was done back in 2005. There were 300 of us who had been with Shaklee over 20 years using the products, and we had it was a full study done by one of the universities out there in California. I forgot the name right this minute, but it'll come to me. Anyway, we were way healthier than people off the street and quite a bit healthier even than people that took a different brand of product. So that study is all online. You can check it out if you like to read that kind of thing. So I want to share with you the basic program that we started with, and it still works today. And the first part is energizing soy protein. Now the company does have other ones now that are considered meal replacement. This is considered a supplement, but it is, of course, certified non-genetically modified, low heat process, so that all the phytonutrients are still there. And there it is. I was trying to look at my timer because I can't see Santa's. This is low in fat, lactose and cholesterol free. Works very well in a smoothie, or you mix it with peanut butter and make little candy balls or whatever you want to do with it. We need 30 grams of protein per meal so that we keep our muscles strong. Our body has more muscle than it has anything else. Not only what we lift weights with, but our heart, our digestive system, it's all muscle. We need our muscles. Okay, let me see. Go to the next one. And then a multivitamin, like Dr. Shaklee brought out in 1915. Of course, it changes from time to time because we find out we need different things that we didn't need. Like this, there's no selenium left in the in the soil now, so we had to add that and different things, add more vitamin D because science says, oh, you need more vitamin D. All the vitamin itself is about 50 cents a day, so it's very reasonable, and we have all varieties for women, for men, for people over 50, for people who want a methylated vitamin B complex, and we have it for children that are chewables. And then we have this wonderful little pearl that is a probiotic and terrific for your digestive system and get your gut in good order. You know, our gut and our brain are connected with the vagus nerve, and those messages go back and forth, and we need our gut to be healthy because it provides most of our 70% of our immune system. So here's the package. It's under $100. If you order it through me directly, I can have it sent to you for that price, and I help with the shipping. And it's guaranteed. You take it faithfully for a month, and if you don't feel better, you get your money back. It's good for busy professionals. A lot of people don't take time to eat correct. Athletes need all the help they can get. Parents and grandparents need the energy. And I became a health conscious individual at 43. Now I'm one of the aging adults. So here we are. We all want to feel better. We want to prevent chronic illness. We want to have zest for life. And as you order it, I can send you this literature so that you can keep track of how you're feeling today and how you feel at the end of the month. So there it goes. I think that's all I want to share. Let me see. I'm going to talk to you another minute though, because if you don't want a package of things, we have this marvelous new product that's called Liquid BioCell Life Plus, and it's a marvelous liquid collagen. It has triple technology because it has hyaluronic acid and chondroitin, and it protects the integrity, stimulates health renewal, and builds stronger, more resilient collagen. So this is wonderful. If you'd like to know more about that, I would be delighted to text you a little video to watch. You can just put it in the chat, or I'll put my stuff in the chat so you can find out about that. And I think I have 3 minutes left. So does anybody have any questions?
If I could just offer a testimonial, here in Peru, I don't get my hands on that Shaklee laundry detergent, but if I had it, I would definitely keep on using. That also the electrolyte mix. So quite well. When I was in the gym, we had exclusively Shaklee products, and there's not a bad one. It's all good stuff. The electrolyte mix, Gatorade is not what it used to be. The electrolyte mix is what Gatorade used to be. It's all good stuff. I can vouch for that. And the wipes, but anyway, you go on.
Natalie, do they still have the meology?
Yes, we do. You can go online and do a sort of a quiz. It's sort of like when you go to the doctor and fill all those papers out that when you start with a new doctor. And you can even put if you have your DNA testing or your recent blood work, you can add that. And then it shows you a good plan. It can be, it comes in a box and comes out like toilet paper, but it's little packages about this big with your name on it, and it has what you need for the day. You can either have the initial package with one a day, or you can have a more exhaustive program with 2 a day, because we have not only marvelous multivitamin, but we have D3 and B complex and nutriferin for the immune system, and omega guard, which is tremendous fish oil. Good stuff. Marvelous.
I was
Mind
going to
works for your
say
brain.
that people who are on the GLP-1 type products, the weight loss products, they're supposed to have a lot of protein. And so if y'all know anybody who's on any of those products, like you could refer them to Natalie for getting their protein shakes. That would
And
help.
we also have a new one, which I didn't bring this minute. That's 40 grams of protein in a can. It's a whey protein. It tastes like Sprite. It's sort of lemon lime sparkly. And it's in a can, 40 grams of protein.
Wow.
It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, wow. Might have to try that because my sister is on the GLP-1 and I know that
Not only do they lose too much muscle, if they lose the shape of their face. Sometimes their face starts to sag. And I just heard Oprah talking about that. She lost a lot of weight and then went off of it and gained it all back.
Well, thank you so much for that presentation, Natalie. And I highly encourage all of you to have a one-to-one and see how she might be able to help you out. And do y'all see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up so we can get done on time. You did a fantastic job on that presentation, Natalie. Thank you. Our inspirational thought today, I saw this, says, the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. That was a quote by Thomas Paine. So if you're going through a conflict right now, just to remember that. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank our military, our veterans, and our first responder veterans for your service to our country and for the families that are serving those who are serving. So, and then I want to open it up for announcements and testimonials. Let me get out of here. Stop. So we can all see each other. Does anybody have any testimonials? Let's start with testimonials. Ruben.
I just wanted to ask Natalie, did you put your contact information in the chat?
I'm doing it as you speak.
Okay, good.
And oh, you know what? I didn't. So anybody?
Yeah, pictures on there too, Angela.
Yes, I need to do that. Give me just a moment. So does anybody have anything that they want to share? You'll have to speak up because at the moment I can't see anybody. Hang on. Any announcements or other testimonials?
Well, I just one more time to remind you in the chat window is a link to my workshop this coming Thursday, storytelling for solopreneurs. We go everything's going to be about the best way to introduce yourself in a presentation. So no more let me tell you about myself, or today we're going to ramp it up and different ways to do that coming up on Thursday.
Awesome. Yeah, I need to make it to that.
Someday, Angela.
Lately,
Someday you won't have any visiting grandchildren or any home maintenance issues.
For the last 3 months, I've been living in a 1-bedroom apartment with my daughter who's going through a divorce and my 4-year-old and 7-year-old granddaughters. And just made the move this last week into a 2,800 square foot 5-bedroom house with 3 of my boys as well, and my daughter and granddaughters. But it's really nice to be with family. It's just awesome. I love it. And also a place for my son who's in the Marines to come home to actually have a home. It's like whenever they come home, they always go stay with their brother. And now the brother is here. So that means they're going to be staying with me now. So I get to see them more.
Good for you.
But oh yeah, let me put my information in the chat here. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming. And is Michael still here? Or is he, he's got his, I think he was on the phone.
On camera.
No.
So and Santa Claus, great to have you here. I'm like right between 2 Santas. I think this is amazing.
Looks like Mike's headroom.
Do you ever do Santa? Do you ever have the kids come sit on your lap and put
my
on
legal name? My legal name is Santa Claus.
Okay,
I'm
so
walking-
you don't play Santa Claus.
No, I am Santa Claus.
You are Santa Claus.
Yes, that's my legal name. My passport says Santa Claus. My birth
Amazing.
certificate says, if you go to my website, you'll see Good Morning America follows through the courthouse in 2016. It made international news. I just redid my website with a new avatar. There's four actually international stories. There's also 10 of my untold stories. I'm a storyteller. If somebody wants me on their podcast, it'll be fun. They can ask me all kinds of questions. I'll have an answer for any question you give me.
Hey, hear that, Mike? Another storyteller.
So I suspect in just a little under 6 months, we're gonna have an amazing Christmas party this year here.
Where on here?
Yeah, we have every year. We usually have kind of like a virtual Christmas party, and so now we have 2 Santas. That's amazing.
Hey, can I ask you one question before we leave? Do you like to shop?
Shop?
Yes. Do you like to shop?
No.
Oh, so you wouldn't know where a reindeer gets a new tail then.
Oh.
Where does
Say
the
that
reindeer
again.
get a new? Where's
Where
the
does he
reindeer?
get a new tail?
Just
Where does
me.
the reindeer get a new tail? At the
Just
retail shop? I don't know.
very good. The retail shop. And do you know how much it costs?
How much?
Just a little dough, but a couple bucks.
Oh, look at this guy go.
That's
I
a
can go
good
for an hour.
one.
Yeah, that's that I can go for an hour.
That's so cool. I'm gonna before I stop our recording, everybody give a big smile and a wave.